Hello. So today we will play Notorious. Now I did record one yesterday that you will never get to see because I forgot to turn the audio on. So because of that, I went to look at it back and it was just like an old Charlie Chaplin film, or Harold Lloyd, who was actually a stuntman, and it was quite peculiar. Anyway, Notorious. This isn't the copy I first used on the first one, which wasn't very good. I got this printed from a company called Doxu, and my lord, it's beautiful, beautifully printed. Very like it as though. So I sent them the PDF. They're in England and I live in Australia, and I even get it shipped. I couldn't find it anywhere nearby here who would produce something like this. It is beautiful. It is truly beautiful. But anyway, we're playing Notorious. So Notorious is a sci-fi tabletop role-playing game for one player. It can be played as short one-shot adventures or as a series of anthologies. You're basically a bounty hunter assassin. It's very much a slightly Firefly sort of westerny type feel to it. You do a circle of explore, reach a destination, attempting to find two leads, which then, I believe it's two leads, which then leads to your target, where you confront your target, and then you have an epilogue afterwards. From memory, he says, because I only did it yesterday. Yes, two leads, target, epilogue. So, our first game, we rolled an assassin. So we will generate our, they're called nomads. We'll generate our nomad, and then we will attempt to do, so we'll play for about half an hour, I think. And then we shall go to another session. Anyway, so I will roll for the type of nomad we have. So this mainly rolls 2 dice. I will use the dice with pips to normally represent the challenge or the opponent, and the dice with numbers will represent me. So I'm going to roll to see what my type was. The first game we played was an assassin, so if I roll assassin we will just do it again. The one I played yesterday for a short period of time was the brute. 1, the armourer. So the armourer is it's Boba Fett, basically. So I have my character sheet. So it's not my species, is it? It's my profile is armourer. So an armourer has a modified laser rifle rocket launcher. Which gives us +3 to our attack and +4 versus vehicles or monsters, surprisingly enough. And then for melee we have a vibrating blade, but I'm going to call it a vibro blade. A vibro blade which gives us a +2 on our attack. We have our battered helmet, heavy breastplate, jetpack. I'll say that again. Battered helmet, heavy breastplate, jetpack. So I'm going to just call it our Mando armor, because I can say these things, he can't, but I can. It is a he, isn't it? Sorry, or should I say they? I should say it is a he though. Jason Price. He's the game designer and writer. Which gives us +2 hearts. Hearts basically means that if we're defeated, for every heart in each combat, you can continue on for another chance. We'll see in a minute. And ranged, it gives me +3 hearts. Our origin. So consider how this influences you. So this is our origin. We have a 2, Your home planet maintains an elite mercenary army and you wear their armor. Okay. So this is the origin, which is here. Wear the armor of our planet's elite warriors. Consider what this is a type of scar that we carry, which is a 3. You have a large jagged scar across your chest from partaking in ritual combat. A ritual combat scar across our chest. And finally, what triggers us? A 5. Your parents abandoned you on a desolate planet to join the new uprising, promising to return one day. Isn't that thingy? Ray? So being abandoned. So that triggered us into this life. Parents abandoned. Oh, is that right, or is that? Well, it's kind of. Gosh, what's the name from Rogue One? Oh, what's the name? What's the name? I remember from yesterday we start with 2 favor and 2 motivation and 0 notoriety, and then we roll for our species, which is 2d6 for the type, which is 6, which is the rat-like Murian species. Which I suppose would look, well, not that you'll be able to see under my armour. Do you have an example of the rat light within the... I thought there would be. Nah, is the answer. Nif. We are called Nif Roland. Great name, Nif. What else do we need to know? Personality type, which is a D6. Our major personality type. We are skittish and tense. Maybe being abandoned on our planet by our parents makes us feel a bit tense and skittish. Right, so next we roll for our contract. Let me get my notebook out. Here we go. I'll scrub that one out. That was the one from yesterday. No point doing that unless you want to try lip reading. Roll for their species. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, it's down here, isn't it? It's on the character sheet. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is they are the horned lizardy type ghoul. Species GHOL. Horned, and their name is Rudy Valley. Target name Rudy. A message to you, Rudy. Ba, 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 ba. Then we have the personality type. They are 6. Oh, they are assured, calm, and focused. Ah, so they know what they're doing. So why are we hold on, what's next? The planet where your story takes place is next, which is a D6. 1. Utov, the frozen planet of Utov. UTOV, which environment is frozen, which is icy tundra, endless snow, untamed wilds, and lots of destroyed vehicles. We would stand out here as a gull, horned, and in fact so would we as rat-like, because their natives are human, Kimano, and Onset. You should actually grab this. It's actually, I've been rereading it, and I think now I understood. And also now I've been doing more. So this was one of the first ones I played, and I think as an intro to solo role playing, if you've never solo role played, I would strongly suggest something like Ironsworn, which is very guided. Even Morkborg with Solitary Defilement is very guided in the moves, and it's a lot. Even though this kind of has moves, it's a lot more freeform and narrative based. So until you've quite got the grasp to it feels very confusing. Whereas they're a lot more structured. So it's, for example, sorry to go off on a tangent, as is my wont. But for instance, I'm going to start a Twilight 2000 campaign using the 4th edition rule set. Now the 4th edition rule set has some solo rules in it, but because they're just sort of like a 2-3 pager onto it, they're good. I'm sure I can get them to work, but I'm quite reticent and anxious because I'm not too sure, because it's a different type of setting. It's a bit extreme, very much having with the war in Ukraine at the moment. It's very full on, and so I'm a bit anxious about it. But the best way is you just get in and try it, which is what I'll be doing soon, as Morkborg has ended. Anyway, back to this. Stop distracting me. We have the prominent destinations on the planet. There is a cargo ship, TA422, wrecked Walker, SNWK4, the Cyan Ridge Fish Market, Storm's Rest Outpost, Arc-like Spaceport, and finally the aptly named Ice Flow Military Base. Now, controlling is New Uprising. That's who I was left with. Parents abandoned to the New Uprising. So I have a thing about the New Uprising. Their challenging faction is the Old Empire, and the minor faction is the Trade Alliance. Okay. Next, Rooney. We have where's the client? Here we go. The contract. Roth personality, considering how these details will be posted on a bounty. Roll for the planet where your story takes place. Choose a faction that represents the planet. Represents on the planet as the client. Okay, choose a faction. Oh, okay, I choose the faction. Alright, well there's 3 factions, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1, 2 would be controlling, 3, 4, challenging, 5, 6, the minor. 1, 2, New Uprising. So we have been employed by the New Uprising. That makes sense. That's why they came to us. Because they know us. So with the New Uprising, they have 3 reasons for the bounty. The target killed the leader of a cell of rebellious citizens on their home planet. The target smuggled weapons for a blockade to reinforce a trade alliance spice mine. The target helped to engineer and construct a devastating old Empire space weapon. Alright, let's do that. So the target helped construct a Death Star. Help design? Help design. A Death Star. I can't remember the actor's name, but he's awesome. And that is Rogue One. This has a very Rogue One feel to it, doesn't it? Her name came into my head momentarily and then went out from Rogue One. My daughter had a sort of a Lego-esque action figure of her, and the name's just left me again. What's her name? So that is the reason for the bounty. Record the information in the latitude section of your nomad sheet. Done that. Planet report on the target dossier. Dundo. Right. Next, we move on to the hunt. So what did we have? We started with the. Maybe I'll try and put words up. The nomad, the hunt, and so the hunt works in this cyclic fashion where you have exploration. Destination, exploration, destination, exploration, destination, until you meet this side. 2 leads, then you get the target, and then you get an epilogue. We died. I don't even think we got a lead last time we played. We died without even reaching the lead. So we have our notebook, and we will begin. It's also this folds flat. Folds flat. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, first off with exploration, we roll on a 6-roll exploration table, which asks us what our notoriety. So basically, you try to get your notoriety on the planet up, and then you have more of a chance that someone will give you a lead to your target. So we will roll on this table. 6. Nothing eventful happens. Gain 1 motivation and a die roll. Okay. Motivation, I think. Let me double check motivation. Let's pause this. So motivation allows us to re-roll 1 single die, either the nomad die or the challenge die, but you must keep the new result. So every motivation basically gives you a re-roll of 1 of the dice. We have 3 motivation now. And then we roll a d6. So we've been exploring, and whilst exploring, we are feeling a bit lucky. Number 2, what peaceful local activity do you spend time? Okay, so we move into let's roll destination, and then we can say what peaceful activity we absolve. So destination gives us a 4. You arrive at a small local town run by the locals. Right. So we land our craft, our free working individual who can go work wherever they want. We land that in a spaceport. The spaceport, the Arclight spaceport, in an empty dock. This planet is a new uprising planet, and so maybe we know the engineers who work at the space dock. So we have a chat. Armor. My daughter's got their hold on. So we remove our helmet, pop on our glasses, and start to chat to the engineer. How's it going, Tony? Oh, it's going okay. It's not so bad, not so bad. How you doing yourself, Niff? All good? Yeah. Just here on business. Well, good luck to you. So we leave the spaceport, and whilst leaving the spaceport, we move through a small area run by the locals, and we see a few of the kids from the planet. So these would be some human children playing a ball game, and that kind of makes us feel good about being back on a new uprising planet, because new uprising, obviously we feel good about them, even though well, we don't feel good about parents so much, but we like children and New Uprising, and that makes us feel better about ourselves. Thus, we get our +1 motivation. And this says that we should choose one, roll on the destination events table, or speak with a local and then rest or barter supplies to gain a motivation. So maybe we'll go back chatting to Tony and get some repairs done on the ship, have a bit of a chat to him, and that will give us an additional motivation. So that would be our one cycle. So we cycle back to exploration. We'll do half an hour of this and I'll do another episode. We'll just continue it. So our exploration is a D6. 1. There's no sign of your target, but something interrupts your hunt. Roll on the exploration events table. This, we roll 2 dice. 1 dice will use the pips to be which table and the numbers to be the entry. 2 and 3. Table 2, entry 3. The journey is long and you succumb to exhaustion. You wake up being dragged behind someone riding a vehicle or beast. Roll a die. Okay, so we've been going for it. We've been walking and we took what's that? Yeah, that's 2 and 3. Yep, and we took through the ice and snow, which is quite tiring. We collapse because we didn't realise how hot we got inside the armour. And then we say 1 to 4, they are hostile. 5 to 6, they've saved your life. 4, they are hostile. You can only attack using the rope binding your hands. You both have a +1 attack. Where were they taking you? So we assume we've still got the armour on. We both have +1 attack. I have got 4 motivation. So we will just do he's where what are they called? Tauntauns? Yes, I think that. No, the Banthas were on Tatooine. There must have been equipment. No, it can be a tauntaun. We're being dragged along, and they've got a lock on the tauntaun thing, and we catch our feet on a rock to pull them back slightly, and as they get pulled back, we pull them off the tauntaun, which makes that weird noise. As he hits the ground, and we run up and try and loop the rope around his neck. So we get a 1 + 2. 1 + 1 is 2. They get a 3 + 1 is 4. So we are going to burn 1 motivation. I mean, we could say I'm still in my Mando armor. So that uses 1 of the hearts to re-roll. So instead of re-rolling my dice, I have to re-roll both because it's 1 of the heart. I have 2 hearts, so I have 1 left for this fight. Then I have no hearts left now. This is where we'll need to burn a motivation roll. I'm going to burn 1 motivation, re-roll my dice. 3 and 3, which makes it a tie, which I think means that we roll again. Gosh, that's not rolling very well for me. So what's happened at this point? So we're tying. So I slipped on the ice as I attempted to get the rope around his neck, and he ducked. So I fall down. As he approaches me, this is all of the defending ones. As he approaches me, he slips because we hit an icy part. And now we're at a point where we've both got up and we're both pulling on the rope. He's attempting to pull me over. I'm attempting to pull him back. And we are on an even kill at this point. Okay, I will... this is going awful. I will spend 1 motivation. So as he starts pulling me back and looping around my neck, I almost fall unconscious. But then another oh shit, that was a 3. And then I have to spend... So that's 1 motivation down. And I have to spend another 1. Oh God. How many have I got left? I think I've got 1 left. I have 1 left. No. Okay. Unbelievable. I am defeated in the first instance. So this Mandalorian falls unconscious. Okay. So this is in the... So I've used all of my motivation, all of my armor, I think it's the hit and miss nature of certain things. Alright. Failure. If you fail an attack after exhausting defense and motivation, it's time to roll your fate. 1. Let's see what happens to this. 4. Local law enforcement somehow interrupt the fight just as your opponent prepares to deliver a decisive blow. They leave or escape. Lose 1 notoriety. So that technically puts me on -1 notoriety. Okay. So Justice is about to take poor Nif's life. And Nif is armor's battered. He's battered. He's about to give up. That this is you know the ritual combat scar aching across his chest, tense and a bit anxious because of the parents. The rope pulling tight around his neck between the cracks in the armor helmet. There's a gunfire. A shotgun goes off behind. Someone shouts, "What are you doing?" The rope goes loose and Nif collapses forwards and blacks out and comes to in a small security post in Arc-Light Spaceport with the guard saying, "So, are you okay? Is that Nif? Or I haven't seen you since you were causing trouble as a youngster. What are you doing?" So, where was Nif? It doesn't really say where Nif was left. Maybe Nif was left here. Oh, thank you, Officer Malone. That I was just caught unawares. I'm here on a piece of work. Oh, are you, Nif? You just keep your nose out of trouble. So Nif needs to go and start getting his notoriety up because the word's gone round. He's got -1 note. The word's gone round that Nif's not gone soft since being off world. So Nif will go up, get himself sorted out. Maybe we'll go to bed for the night, wake up the next day, and the target is really not worrying about the nomad that's been sent for him. He's never going to be able to claim the reward. So exploration, rolling exploration table. Nif sets off again. 4. No, my notoriety is definitely not 4 or more. You encounter a lead. Otherwise, roll an exploration events table. Pips, table number, so 1 and 2. Table 1, number 2. So we decide that it might be better to explore a more remote area of Utov. So we go deep out into the tundra to a small... Okay, cool. We go deep out into the tundra to ask some of the more the wasteland people whether they have seen any hide nor hair of our target of Rudy Vale, of a horned lizard type who is quite calm. We go out asking there. Whilst out in the tundra on our snow speeder, we spot a wounded person stumbling around on the ground, seemingly pursued by a pack of 3 furry snapping beasts. We can choose one. Defeat all 3 beasts. They have +1 attack. Then you may try to recruit the person you saved. How did they end up on their own out here? Turn away from the scene. Gain 1 favour. Why did you feel it was not your place to intervene? So we will take shot with our laser rifle against the beasts from a distance, and we will try and shoot at the beasts. We can't really fail at this, so they have a +1 attack and they have no armor. We have 2 armor, so we get 2 ways of failing. Hopefully the dice sort themselves out. They have a 7. We have a 6. So we use up what? So we do a shot. We miss the 3 beasts, and all 3 of them come bounding towards us. Now, how does it work if we're fighting 3? Do all 3 Do we get a shot on all three? I think it... Hold on, let's pause this. Yes, you keep going. So we take a shot at one of them. It misses. And he bounds towards us. And the maybe he doesn't attack us. Maybe that the bike slips, which causes damage to the armour, which then loses one heart. So we try shooting against the other one. Again, we'll give pips to them. Flipping heck. So that is, well, that's a, well, no, that's a 5 against 4. So again, we really aren't, if this guy dies, Nif dies here, then we'll stop this episode. I'll have some dinner and then I'll come back. I was going to play Cthulhu, but I might try another one and see if it's more effective, because the Brute didn't go like this yesterday. So with the I'm just going to kill Nif if this misses. So Nif takes the third shot at the third beast. Right, okay, cool. So I get a 2 plus 3 for the rifle, which gives us a 5. The beast gets a 2 plus 1. So one beast. I pop one beast as the other two beasts bound upon me. I guess as they are beasts, they have closed the distance. I can't use range anymore, so I have to drop my rifle, which has been rubbish, and pull out the vibro blade, which now gives me a +2. I have no armor left. I have no motivation left for rerolls, so I'm fighting against two of these very shaggy, big teeth dog type creatures. I've got a picture in my head, but I can't remember what film it's from. And they're growling with loads of saliva coming out with bright red eyes, looking like they've just stepped out of the monster manual. The first one comes diving at Nif from the left. They're attempting to flank, comes diving from the left. Nif attempts to swipe at him as the other one dives from the other eyes, and Nif side. So the one on the left, we got a 3 plus our 2 for the vibro blade, giving us a 5. The beast just isn't fast enough with his snapping jaws with dripping saliva, and we slice against the chest of the beast, causing it to begin howling and running away. As the right hand one dives up at our throat, giving us a 3 versus 6. And Nif, the armoured bounty hunter, helmet collapses off, rattles to the ground as the beast, sorry for that, because I was right near the microphone, as the beast latches onto Nif's throat, and Nif says, to die on the planet where I was stranded as a child. And that is it. That's it for Nif. I feel like I spent more time rolling Nif up than Nif actually took to survive. I think I'll use different dice, and I shall return, because for now I don't even feel that he's worthy of a job done.